Hey there, Buffalo Marathoners. Super excited to see you guys. It has been a long time, and I am chomping at the bit to get back to Buffalo. I am Fitz Koehler. I'm half of your race announcing team, Team Noisy. The other half is Rudy Novotny. He's not here with us tonight, but we're missing him. Mwah. Rudy, we love you. He's the junior poobah. As you probably know and remember, the grand poobah. That's right. I wear the big buffalo hat and am proud to do so. So we're going to talk tonight about our swag, our bling, all the cool stuff we've got going on. We're going to talk a little bit about fundraising and I'm excited to see the stuff. So I'm going to introduce one of my favorite race directors on planet Earth, Weber.
Hey, Fitz, how are you doing tonight?
I'm so happy to be here with you and see you. How many days is it to the marathon weekend?
108. 107 if we go to Saturday. So 107 if we go to that Friday night thing we were talking about.
We're definitely going to the Friday night thing. Now, listen, I'm sure as race director, 107 or 6 days sounds like it's not enough time for me and all the people watching. It's like way too much time. We want your marathon weekend to happen next week. Could you make that happen?
No, and people with their training probably wouldn't want that, but 107 days will go by fast enough. Guaranteed.
Sure it will. Hey, listen, for everyone out there watching, we want you to be a part of this conversation. That's why we're watching live. Use the comment section wherever you are. Patrick Beauchesne, one of my favorite Buffalo runners. Glad to see you. Can't wait to see you in Buffalo as well. But yeah, use the comment section, ask questions. Tell Greg how.
Oh, Fitz, I lost you.
Spend some time in Florida right now and dressing the part.
You're cutting out on me, Fitz.
Oh no, I'm not supposed to cut out. Let's see. Does that help? Did that bring me back right?
We'll see. I can hear you.
All right.
It's like a little iffy, but okay, we'll make it work.
Holy crap! I thought I cut you all out. Okay. Well,
at least you didn't swear.
Oh, no.
The FCC will be out. Okay, we're beep, 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 beep.
The big C word, right? Hey, listen. Am I still there, Greg?
Yeah, you sound better now. You're less blurry.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go with it. What was I going to say? Oh, before we get started, I want all of the folks watching to tell us which races you will be running on marathon weekend. So Team Fitz Koehler, that's right. I'm Team Mike Sternfels. Mike has lost almost 400 pounds, Greg. And yours
400.
Almost 400 pounds, and he's going to get there. He's an incredible guy. He's going to nursing school, and he'll be back this year. Brian's looking forward to coming back. Ruth is here. She's excited. I like it when we get typos on the comments. She's excited. I'm excited to see you, Ruth. Okay.
We're excited. We're excited too.
And then Pat's coming first, Buffalo half. Super excited. And Courtney, you've got a Kiwi from New Zealand, excited to run in Buffalo.
They're letting her out of New Zealand? I didn't think they were letting people out yet.
I know, you got to escape.
I know they're not letting people in, right?
That's right. Well, we want to see her. So, Courtney, introduce yourself when you come out. Let's get through this. We have so many fun people, Greg, and then we're going to get to all your content. But it's important that we greet our guests, right?
I mean, they are the reason we do this, right? I mean, Rich and I and my entire team we do this for the runners. We're all athletes. We want to give them a great experience. So yeah, bring it on.
All right. So we got John, his first race in the 70 age group. Are you gonna place John? I'm wondering. I feel like John is giving me fast vibes. Tom is doing the half. Mike's doing the full. I like it. Ashley, her first full.
You know, Fitz, it's incredible. I've been looking at the numbers, and the full is trending ahead of everything else for our last 5 years. The full is up way ahead, like 30% over the previous 4 or 5 years. So everybody's chomping to get back and running.
Well, not only that, but you guys have done a killer job making this event top notch in every category. And I think word is getting out, and people know that they just have to show up in Buffalo because they're going to miss out if they don't. They're going to have FOMO if they stay home.
Yeah, it's gonna be a party for sure.
Tori first. So we have a lot of people joining us for their first, which is pretty exciting that they're going to have the best experience. And then after that, everything else with Buffalo will be downhill.
Well, they'll rate every other race by Buffalo. So
that's right. That's right. We're going to give them a very high standard to start off with. Ruthie, no, we're excited. I'm so happy you had that typo. Brian is Molly. Okay.
That's snow. What is that stuff? I'm down in Florida. There's no snow.
I know. Do you know I came up north a couple weeks ago to see snow? It's the first time I ever saw it snow all day, and it snowed in my face, and it tickled my nose, and I thought, this is what all the Northerners have been talking about. It's pretty cool.
You know, Mark, could we take 1 second here?
Yeah.
There was, I mean, I don't know if people watch the news, but I think we should just take a second and say a prayer for the families of the two people. Two people were shot in McKinley High School in Buffalo today.
Yikes.
So I think, I don't want to be, this is going to be great. We're going to release a lot of things, but there's some people dealing with some horrible stuff. So, we should just take a moment and think about them. The last time I read, I mean, one is in surgery. I think the other one is in the ER. One is in surgery at Oshai Children's Hospital, are one of our sponsors. So just want to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. School shooting. What a nightmare. I hadn't heard about that, but we'll be sending my best to the victims and their families for certain. Back to running. Wayne Jones doing That's okay. That's okay.
Coming back across the bridge. The bridge is open, right? The people from Canada are going to flock back in.
That's right. Last time the Canadians couldn't come to America. How weird. So weird.
How weird. We couldn't go to Canada either.
I know. Those dirty Americans. Luke Ayers. I'm guessing that's a Luke.
Luke Ayers is actually Rich's godchild. And, he had some heart surgery and was our largest fundraiser the first year we did the half for Heart to Heart. He's an incredible human being.
Well, hey now, Luke, I am hoping to give this guy a hug at the finish line.
Oh, you will for sure. He's determined.
Great. Kathleen, we love Kathleen Titus. Hey, she is
She's my love.
Last year was the race director for Philadelphia Marathon, which is a big party. So congratulations on that, Kathleen. Good to see you. Gabriel Shallot, full. Yes, sir. Scott, 9th and final full. I'm not buying that for a second, Greg. I don't even know.
Go to at least 10. Got to do 10. Got to 9. You got to do 10.
Not buying it at all. Patrick says he's running half, coming off an ankle sprain, the Vegas half. Oh, and thank you. You're one of the reasons I'm coming back to, Patrick. John, I don't know what I wish. We're just going to say he wishes for a hug, and I'm going to give it to him. Yes. Michelle's running the half. Michael, hoping for colder weather. You weirdo. I can't wait to meet your mom. What a treat. John, last half. He's okay. Age group. He's the age group hitting 70, and he's running at 223 on fire. That's awesome.
I need my bike to do that.
Yeah, Mark, it's not just the half. It's a half, and yes, there will be beer. That's right. You will get more of the beer if you run faster. Mark. And yeah, everyone's happy it will be at the end of May. I'm glad it's back on Memorial Day so I can have my birthday with everybody.
So are we.
Favorite race, Belinda Stoll. Hi, Greg.
Hola. So, Fitz, your birthday is the 27th. Is that right?
Correct.
So it's Friday night. Party on Chippewa Friday night.
Okay, so let's talk about that right away because this is a new addition to the weekend. You've been talking about it for several years, and now it sounds like it's coming to fruition. So tell us about.
Well, I don't want to jinx myself or my committee or the race. But we got to, as every year, we always bring some new things. I came out on one of your last broadcasts and said we would try. I have wanted to have a party on Chippewa and Franklin, to kick off summer for years. We tried to do it in 2020. COVID kind of botched us up. So we're going to try to do it again. And I got to give some props out to Kathleen because she gave me a great idea. We're going to bring back the 0.0K. The plan is to bring back 0.0K and the race. And basically at the entrance, they're going to cross the start line and they're going to step across and they're done. So, and then it's party on Chippewa, and all goes well, we'll have a band in the street, and it'll be a great celebration and a great happy hour on Friday night. That's the plan. We still have to get permits, security, band, but we have 108 days. We'll make that happen.
Heck yeah, you will. I know someone who hosts the party.
Yeah, I heard Rudy has volunteered.
This is one of shoot, what's going on? I think it's
what's going on too.
I think it's the streaming software, but yeah, we're gonna have super fun. So everyone needs to bring dancing shoes and prepare to shake their thing, as perhaps they have either water as a beverage or cocktails, your choice, Buffalo,
or
right?
Soda or pop if you're from Buffalo. So I haven't
Oh,
quite gotten into the pop thing. Been there for a long time, but I'm still soda to me.
when in Rome, we can speak as the Romans do. Mike Sternfeld's telling me he's going to bring me Coke, bring a Diet Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, Mike. And he's also
not Pepsi. What can I do?
No, Greg brought me Pepsi at once, and it was not a good experience for anybody. Oh, look, Rudy Novotny, Junior Poobah can run a killer 0.0. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at it. So we're planning parties. So as you book your reservations in Buffalo, if you're coming in from out of town, make sure you're in early Friday so you can come get funky with us Friday night, correct?
Yeah, and Buffalo's a great town if you've never been here to go and explore. I've always said, it's not a 2-week vacation destination for me, but definitely 3 or 4 days. There's a lot to see: architecture, beer, the falls. Niagara Falls, 20 minutes away. So there's a lot to do. We have Canal Side down by the waterfront for people that come in. I mean, it's definitely worth the trip. Buffalo's on the rise.
Yeah, it's beautiful and fun. Every time I go, I have a good time. I really like going back to the falls. You can look at it from the top. You can go down in the boat and do Made of the Mist, which is super exciting.
Yeah, we've done that once.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. That's on my agenda. Okay, so
drag Rudy down
for sure, and then we won't give him a poncho. We'll just make him absorb all of the falls. So we have not revealed the swag yet, Paul. We're about to get to that, and Mike wants to know if we're giving out Grand Poobah hats to the top finishers. Are you planning on being a top finisher, Mike? What do you think, Greg?
As everything, people, we have a great race with a lot of stuff that goes on, and I will be the first person to tell you, I have an idea or two. They're not all mine. We take ideas like that. Maybe, maybe not. I can't make any promises, but sometimes we'll go, here's an idea. I don't know where I got it from, but we'll go for that. So,
yeah, in fact, about 4 years ago or 5, we gave out Grand Poobah hats to the finishers. But it's kind of great if just I wear it and Rudy wears it. But
we actually use the hats for the pictures. I think we took them back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
sweaty hats.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Rich. I mean, that was Rich's idea. I'm not sure that Rich actually let them go. I have a bunch in my basement. I know I trip over them. As a race director, you tend to find all this stuff around your house and in your garage and basement and said, oh, yeah, I should use that this year.
This is what I request, and I'm doing so publicly just to harass you. I think at some point, all the runners should get in their gear bag buffalo horn headbands. It's lightweight. It won't make them hot and sweaty, but just a headband so everybody can run with horns. And if
you've been asking for that for years.
I know. So if you're watching, tell Greg if you would wear the buffalo horns, because I just think it's so themey and fun. So
remind me in 2 weeks when we're in Orlando at the Running USA conference. And
I will remind you every day, every time I talk to you, because that's how I roll. Okay. So let's talk about swag.
Let's roll. Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about swag. So we're going to start off with the medals.
How about we thank, you got it up. How about we thank our major sponsors that make all this happen? We have, I know you put it up. We have Kaleida Health, the John R. O'Shea Children's Foundation, Dick's Sporting Goods, Top Markets, UBMD Surgery is brand new this year, and Catalyst. These are only a couple of our sponsors, but they are our major sponsors. And the nice thing about UBMD came in last year during COVID late. They are now our sponsors of the volunteers, UBMD Surgery. And we also have Tito's in here, which I failed to tell you before, for the Ruffalo Stampede. I am thankful to every last one of them through COVID. They stood by us. They asked if there was anything we needed to help keep the event alive, anything they could do to support us. I can't thank them enough. And they're one of the major reasons that we can put on the type of event we put on, right? They come with supplies and money and personnel, and Kaleida Health puts 90 nurses on the course for medical. It's unbelievable. People don't understand the infrastructure and everything that goes on. And I would put our medical up against any race in the country. So yeah, so that's my public service announcement to my sponsors, but I am truly in awe and appreciation of them.
Yeah, they're fantastic. So bravo. Way to give a shout out. And now going down to the buffalo horn comments because they're coming in. Brian says he's down. Mike, I'd wear it. Brent,
I'm not looking at the camera. I got a pen. I got to write it down. Buffalo horns. Okay.
Hell yeah, get the horns. LinkedIn user says, awesome, Fitz. Patrick says, I'd wear them. Aaron Gilbert would wear them.
What if I got the buffalo horns and anybody who got them made a donation to Kaleida for Heart to Heart?
Any side, as long as you make it any side donation, like $1 or more, right?
$100 or more?
No, we want everybody to wear them.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Give them away. Okay.
Give them away.
Tap said,
yay, swag.
Emma Weber for the 25th anniversary. That's too far off, Emma. It's too far. It can't wait that long. Oh, yeah, they should hire you. Okay, we're going here. Ruth would wear them. Yes, and he would pitch in for it. Great idea.
Oh my God, you definitely put me on the spot. So
yeah, I love putting you on the spot. That's the most beautiful thing about live broadcasting. You're welcome.
Careful.
I know.
What goes around comes around. Paybacks are hell.
I need a fired Grand Poobah in a heartbeat. Okay. All right. Now we're going back to the medals. So let's start off with the Diaper Dash because that's what you gave me. Let's go in order of like shortest to biggest. I don't have them all, but I do have the Diaper Dash. Can we start there, Greg Weber?
Yeah, let's start with the Diaper Dash. I mean, one of the things I was talking to somebody today, and it always amazes me. I mean, many people here may know what we have going on, but hopefully we'll educate some people along the line. There's a lot of stuff going on the weekend, not just the full and half. And this was the shortest event. Friday night, if we pull it out, that will be the shortest event. It's 0.0K. But the Diaper Dash is really a tribute to my first grandchild. My daughter called me and said we should have it. So we created this 26.2 foot race with little lanes under the finish line, and kids can come out and do the race, and it's free. It's sponsored by Children's Hospital. Let me say that again. It's free. It's limited to 100 people. So if you have somebody that's 2 and under, they can crawl, walk, toddle, can't get carried. They get the medal. They get a bib, a terry cloth bib with their race number on it, so they can use it after the race. And we've got some other sponsors now coming in that are looking to provide more swag. Tops has been in touch with me, so we'll see what else we can give away. And again, it's free, right? They get everything for free. Saturday is all about family for us.
That's right. We start the day with a 5K, then we have the kids races, the Diaper Dash, and then the Ruffalo Stampede.
Right. So it's family fun for the people that have been out training for that half or full and, putting their family aside while they go get their training in.
Okay. So I was not sent the children's medal, so we're just going to assume they're awesome. It's okay. That's okay. We love you, Greg, and we love you. You're on Florida time. You've got Florida mind.
I'm not quite in Key West, but I'm working on
exposure. So, but let's jump to the 5K medals because they're pretty fabulous. So tell us about the 5K, Mr. Weber.
So the 5K is sponsored by Children's Hospital, John R. Oshai Children's Hospital. We're really happy with that. These medals, all the medals are made in the USA. They're made over in Massachusetts. We're really happy with that. As we talk about the swag, and Fitz can talk about races she's done and is aware of where swag did not show up. We know this is going to be here and they'll be produced. And Ashworth Awards has done a fabulous job once again in producing these, and we're really excited about them.
They're beautiful, and I love Made in the USA. And that's actually one of my favorite parts about Buffalo Marathon is, as I tell people why they should come, is that it's the most patriotic race I announce. I just love it. It's so great. So,
Fitz, on an aside, and this is something we'll throw out. I talked to Al, our finish line director, yesterday, and he sent me a message. He said, what's this note you have in your list about beach balls? Now, Rich, I don't know that Rich knows anything about this, but I mean, I was in St. Pete at a race with Fitz, and they had beach balls at the start line. So we are looking at getting either, of course, branded, if I can pull it off, or red, white, and blue beach balls for the start line.
Okay, everybody tell Greg what you think about beach balls. I think it's so fun. I mean, this is the Team Noisy thing. Rudy and I, we don't just show up to make announcements and talk about sponsors. We want all of our races to feel like a party, feel like a great time, the type of running you can't do if you just leave your house and go for a jog in the morning. This is an experience had by all. So beach balls, tell us what you think about that idea. Okay.
And I think it's an experience for the runners, for the race itself. It's not necessarily go down to, Joe's 5K or Joe's half marathon and you get, God knows what you get, right? And we want you to have, I've often said, this is a big time experience with small town appeal, right? I mean, we want to give you Boston, New York, Chicago type feel without necessarily 25,000 people. You can still get to your family. It's still a personal event, but you get all the swag and the hoopla, which is one of the reasons we brought you in.
That's right. Hoopla.
Hoopla.
Okay, so listen, Mackenzie is pro beach ball. And Shannon, yes, party at the finish line. Courtney, yes to beach balls. This is very, very important stuff right here. And then Mike Sternfeld has another great idea. How about little buffalo head shot glasses? So
that's a great idea. I have to be sensitive to the fact that not all runners are 21, but that's a good idea.
So a little sidebar. I'm one of the other races I had. This is called Silipint. It's silicone and you can squish it, put water, decaf Diet Coke or beer in it, whatever you prefer. But then, so they gave the bigger ones to the full, then a medium to the half. And then they'd had a little Silipint shot glass for the 5K folks. So I don't know. There's some opportunities. That could be Friday night 0.0 swag. Thanks for
it could be. It's you're way ahead of me, or way behind me. I'm already working on the design for that. So
okay. We're very excited. Josh, you started training. It's going to sign up for the full. Got to do it soon, mister. Okay. We went to the 5K. All right. Let's talk about the half marathon medal. Ready, set, go.
So it's, as everybody who knows, who has done this race in the past, our medals follow a pattern. Generally what we do is we follow a gold, silver, and bronze pattern and try to follow the same design so that one group isn't feeling another, but as they step up in distance. So the 5K is bronze, the half is silver, or not real silver, and I really have to thank Ashworth Awards. They did such a great job, not only on the medals, but if you really look at they put a lot of time in the lanyard too. So it is really a nice design, and we're really thrilled with it.
I love them. And I think the buffalo is just, I mean, we got to have the buffalo everywhere. They're beautiful. And
it is our finish line. It is our finish line underneath it. When you look at it, it says finish line. That is imagery from last year at our finish.
Oh, very nice. Okay, hold on. Ruth loves it. Excuse me. All right.
As you are well aware, everybody does this for the buffalo. I made the mistake in 2015 or 16 of veering away one year without a buffalo on the medal, and I will never do that again. We are buffalo through and through.
Do you know how awesome everybody's going to look in their buffalo headbands, Greg?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm surprised you haven't sent me a vendor that can make them. So,
Oh, if that's all I need to do, I shall. It shall be done.
okay, I'm sure you will.
You're very excited because we got the stampede. That's what it's all about. The largest herd of buffalo in the United States on any given day. We got the horns. We got the whole thing. And what is the buffalo doing? The buffalo is obviously like getting ready to run a race. It's like, right? I just yelled go and it went like that. Don't you think, Greg?
Yeah, I think that works.
Maybe Rudy.
That works. I don't know why, and it's not easy. People look at it and they say, what's the medal? There's a lot of angst that goes into this. I've been working on this in September. Like, what should we do? Kim Ashworth would probably kill me as we go back and forth, and her daughter who does some of the design. So, anybody who has done this for an event, we know we'll never make everybody happy, but boy, we really try.
Yes, you do. You always try very much, and you yield to my chicanery, which I appreciate it. Brian Enstrom, yes. The answer is yes. You should wear an entire buffalo costume. Yes.
That's okay. You can go out and get them if it's really hot on that day.
He's going to do it. I'm like, that's fine. Done. Okay. Are we ready to see the full medal, Greg Weber?
Sure.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
So the full medal came out. Again, it's the same design. The other thing we should, you can see the red, white, and blue in the lanyard that they did. They did a really nice job. The other thing that we do is the medal in the full is, they're 4-inch medals. Again, they're made in the USA. They're made out of recycled steel. It's great for the environment. It's great for our country. And then the half is a 3.5-inch medal, slightly smaller. And the 5K is a 3-inch medal, and the kids' medals are acrylic plastic. And then the kids' medals, we've also added safety snaps on them. And you also don't have the Ruffalo Stampede medal, which is I can't hear you. So
sorry, I muted myself because I was coughing. I said that's right.
The Ruffalo Stampede medal follows the same image and is a medal for all of our canine athletes for their collar, so they can remember their day crossing the finish line.
And we have the best dogs out there. How many spots for dogs are you making room for this year? 1,000?
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? If I all of a sudden I had 1,000, somehow Tina would figure out how to make it work. We are going to do right now 200. I can expand that to 250. We have on-site medical for the dogs, as a vet, Tina brings in that. So Milk Bones is a sponsor. They bring in Milk Bones. The people who do the dog race, that one's not free. I think it's $30 right now. It's a hoot. And the dog race, do you want to tell them what the dog race is followed by? Because this is the thing. I was talking to somebody who lives in Buffalo, who had no idea about the Ruffalo Stampede, but was signing up today.
Okay, so 350 spots. I'll make the decision 350 spots, but
sure, why not?
Stampede is the best. This is why it's the best. It's because you get the giantess dogs, we get the St. Bernards and the Great Danes and all the big stuff. And then we get the Chihuahuas and the Chiweenies and the Jack Russells, and they all get along like best friends. We've had this race for a few years now. Not one ugly snarl, bark, growl has been uttered during the Ruffalo Stampede. It is always so nice. And
knock on wood.
That's right. My philosophy is that people that care enough to bring their dog to a dog race probably take amazing care of their dogs. And they're all so nice. And we have so much fun. So even if you're not going to run that race and you're in town without your dog, come watch. It's so cute. And then Al Longo wears the cat head, and he's our rabbit. And so all the dogs chase the cat. It's like a 1-block race. It's itty bitty, but it's super
1K
fun.
Al has a good time with it. And then we throw the bark crawl. Right on top of it, where people can go down to Chippewa. And when we did the race the first time, we sponsored a canine for the Buffalo Police Department, and Patty is with the lead officer in the canine unit in honor of Officer Lehner. The second year, we sponsored a canine for Erie County. They are, I think, going to put a dog in service this year for that. And since then, with Tito's support, we have done a lot of work with the local rescues, and it's not just on marathon weekend. Tito's has called us. We do it on Giving Tuesday. Tito's came up with, I don't know if it was $10,000 or $20,000 for our local rescues, and people donated. So Tito's has been such a great sponsor to support this. And the Ruffalo Stampede is, again, this is Buffalo Marathon weekend. It's not just about running 26 miles. It's about coming down, supporting the city, having a great time, kicking off summer, just killing it.
Well, the other thing, as you mentioned, the rescues is many of the rescues come out and they bring their dogs, a dog that's up for adoption, and they wear these vests, these yellow or pink vests that say, "Adopt me." It just rips your heart out. So come and get yourself a dog. Get yourself a best friend, a friend for life. It is absolutely precious. And obviously,
better yet, go get yourself a dog now and come and do the race.
Yes, all of that works. Yes,
our director Tina goes down. She works with groups out of Texas where the dogs have been displaced in their shelters, whether it's storms or not. She's helped move dogs from Texas to Buffalo to Toronto. It's an incredible year-round thing that's going on, and we exist for a weekend, and we have so much stuff going on. I could talk about it for hours and hours and hours, but we'll have to do another one of these. So
we'll do it. Yeah. Well, we've got a few questions that I haven't hit up. I mean, people are asking for training advice, gear advice. Will there be an expo? So yes, we should do more shows. So I'm going to let you quickly answer the expo question, and then we're going to move on to the other swag, because that's been
the plan right now. And again, everything is in a plan, and I can share this now that I've gotten some more clarification. The plan is to have an expo right now. We've been talking to our vendors. We have vendors that have expressed an interest in coming back. We have Blue Diamond, like our metal engraver, and Runner's Roost, another sponsor. But the big rub this year is going to be, we are not going to use the convention center. We are going to take everything outside to a local parking lot. We are in planning stages of that right now. So this is a major shift for us, something we're comfortable doing inside the convention center. We're now going to do outside. The reason being, an event that goes over 5,000 people currently under current guidelines requires vaccination proof to get into the building. And we didn't want to deal with that. We tried, we worked really hard to get approval for the race last year. And this year, we're going to do everything we can to make sure this race is as normal as possible. So from the get-go, starting actually yesterday, we had our first meeting, and we are in planning stages to do the expo, the post-race party, everything outside. So fingers crossed, it's going to be the weather. It's not going to be the year it rains. So
it's going to be perfect, Greg.
Yep, it's going to be perfect. We're going to go with it and, call it another new thing. And we've got some other things in the works, but that's what we're going for.
Love it. Love it. Okay. So now let's go to what we promised them, this swag that they're getting. So give the big explanation of what's going on right now with our swag.
Okay. So you are wearing the 20th anniversary jacket right now. Mm-hmm. It was a great jacket. It was very well received. In all honesty, the first 3,000 people who had signed up, have signed up, picked a size to get a jacket. My intent was to do jackets again, but as everybody is aware, supply chain problems are a huge issue. If anything keeps me up at night, they've been keeping me up. Give me a second. They've been keeping me up for a while. Fitz will chime in on this. So I made the decision to move away from the jacket, and Fitz can elaborate on some of the things she has seen.
Yeah. So while I love Buffalo Marathon, it's not my only event per year. In fact, I'm booked already for 25 this year, and in September.
Congratulations.
Thank you. There will be more, but September, Women Run the D in Detroit, no medals showed up. About a week later in Fargo, 0 t-shirts, no t-shirts showed up. They were on those shipping containers in Long Beach, California. And the poor race director you could see bleeding inside of his eyes from stress. And there was nothing they could do. And then Route 66 Marathon in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the weekend.
Huge race,
0 medals. So I know this was already on your mind, but I reached out and said, Greg, you need to make orders now because so many races have nothing. And if I've had 3 of my races fail to provide X amount of gear that was promised and ordered way ahead of time, this was not a failure on the race organizations. This was a failure on society at large. So it really is a risky thing going forth with these promises for gear. So you found a brilliant alternative that is going to guarantee our athletes get what we promised them on race
Right.
day.
And I think, again, I think there's a lot of people who come out to the races and they have fun and they don't need to understand, how the house is built, right? They don't need to understand all that. But I think it's important. Like we've sold out in May and April, and people say, well, you have plenty of room on the street. What people don't understand is most stuff comes from China, right? And as a Memorial Day race and what we want to do, I've always wanted to bring everything on shore for USA. The medals, Ashworth Awards developed a system that we could do that in 2020, and now they are my medal provider. So we have onshore medals, right? We have that problem solved. The clothing is, I can buy clothing on shore, but the price is exorbitant, right? The runners, we want to keep the price affordable. So in order to do the jacket that you are wearing, I need to make that order in January, so May race, going to place an order in January, which means I have to pick the quantity. I have 3,000 or 4,000 people registered. It's an 8,000 person race. So I have to kind of look forward and predict how many of women's small, blah, blah, blah. That's a tough thing to do on a normal year. Going into COVID, not knowing what's going on, it's a big risk. The jacket you're wearing, at the end of the day, we gave away around 4,000 to charity and stuff. I mean, we just ate it and made good use of them. So this year, we decided to go in a slightly different direction. And we discovered at one of your races an alternative. And I am really excited about it. I hope everybody else is excited about it. So what we've decided, should I just tell them, or do you want to bring up the image? Or
Well, excuse me. Yeah, let's start with like the 5K as we did before, and then you could tell them about it.
Okay, so what we've decided to do is to go. I want everybody to have something that's a keepsake. So we've decided to go with tumblers. Now, this tumbler that you're looking at is 5K. It's made in the USA. It's onshore. It will be produced. It will be here on Memorial Day weekend. It's a current design. My daughter actually has a bunch of these. This one is actually made by Tervis. I'm really happy. I'm actually drinking out of a sample mug that they sent me, made in the USA, guaranteed for life. It's an incredible product. I mean, like I said, I'm holding one right now. So, and what my hope is, everybody wants to show off their swag, right? Everybody likes the jackets. My hope is that these things are such high quality, people will be taking them to work. They're not going to go in a drawer, right? I mean, I don't give anything. Swag, everybody, when it comes to the race, I have Rich that's responsible for safety and cones and Al for the finish line. They're all responsible for their areas. When it comes to the swag, I'm the one who is like the swag king. I'm constantly looking to what can we give people? What can we give them that's going to walk away that they're going to be proud to have? They're not going to throw it in the trash. And so that's where we're at, right? I mean, so the 5K is a plastic tumbler. This right now, and there's going to be a little footnote at the end of this, but right now that was a Tervis tumbler made in the USA, and that's for the 5K. It's 16 ounce. They're all double walled. You can do cold, hot. They're incredible. I just am happier than happy with the designs as they've come out.
They're beautiful. And I'd like to add for some of the people who are like, shirts. You will have some sort of shirts printed. If someone wants to spend $15-20 and buy a shirt, that will also be available. You just won't have that very painful process of maybe things not coming in or not being the right sizes. So you can get a one size fits all product. So everybody leaves with something special. And then you'll have a Buffalo Marathon shop. If somebody wants to spend a few, that's their prerogative, correct?
Yeah. USA Racing and Joe Woodworth, who makes some incredible designs, is working on more designs for race shirts. Yeah, you have to pay for them, but it's a more controlled quantity. The Tervis stuff. I mean, these mugs. I mean, we'll get to it. We're looking at 2 vendor suppliers right now. I can order them 8 weeks out, which means I can allow the race to grow in size if it gains more and more popularity, or I can contract, which is really important when you consider the cost effects of what COVID has done to us. So yeah, we're pretty happy. We're hoping everybody thinks this was a great idea and they're going to walk away with something at the end of the day. They're not going to go walk away empty-handed, which has been a huge fear of mine.
Absolutely. And Anne pointed out, yes, it's St. Pete Run Fest was the race I was announcing that Greg ran, where he discovered the Tervis Tumblers that are given out every year there, and they're always beautiful. I have them in my cabinet, and perks of the race announcing job is they walk away with some cool gear sometimes.
Well, truth be told, Fitz, I was unaware of what Tervis was until you sent me a Florida Gators mug. And even then, I always thought it was a great tumbler, and I never really paid attention to the manufacturer. And then I went to St. Augustine, and I went to the store. It still didn't register. I went to the race, and then I started to see it. And now you buy these things on Amazon. The plastic one is $16 to $20 on Amazon. Yeah. They're all over the place.
They're not cheap.
No, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap. All right, you want to show off the half marathon tumbler?
Go for it.
Ready, set, red.
So again, the red is for the half marathon. This is a 20 ounce stainless steel double wall tumbler. The beautiful thing about this is, unfortunately, the stainless steel is not manufactured in the United States. It is manufactured offshore. But in this particular company, Tervis has like 100,000 of these in their warehouse, and they are printed in Florida. So they have guaranteed me stock. So again, the stock will be there. And the beautiful thing about that is when you look at that, and you're well aware of this with Tervis, but that is a full red mug. That is not a sticker. That is printed on the mug, 360 degrees all the way around in full color, which really adds to it. So it's really, I'm kind of thinking that this could become the giveaway for the Buffalo Marathon, right? And that we are the race that gives away Tervis, and we're not, or Tumblers, and we're not the race that gives away shirts. I've been asked for years, don't give me a shirt. I want shorts or socks or singlets. So, so I'm pretty excited about them. I love the way the designs are coming out, and I can't wait to get the actual product in my hand.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it too. And can we tell our almost oops with the mug? So I'm going to pull back up the half marathon mug. So Greg sends me the design and says, hey, what do you think? And so let me go back to the half. And so if you look at on the bottom, there's a little buffaloes running. Wow. When Greg first sent me the mug, I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I remembered, I took a look because many years ago with the Florida Gator football program, the advertising agency put a crocodile on the cover, and Floridians know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile. And so that was a big fail. And so for some reason I looked down and it wasn't a buffalo down there. It was a bull.
It was a bull.
Like,
right.
I think that's
and
a bull.
It was a good save. And I called the designer, and he goes, yeah, it's a bull. And so we actually went out and bought some artwork, and the artwork on the bottom of that is pretty cool because it's kind of like if you took cards and flipped them. It is the image of a buffalo in different positions of stride all the way around. It's not the same image all the way around. So we're pretty enamored with them.
Well, you know what, Greg, all the feedback so far, I haven't skipped over any comments. They're all happy, joy. People are enjoying this concept. So excited for you and the race. Okay, ready to go to the full?
Go to the fall. I bet you people can guess what it's going to look like.
It's blue.
Again, blue is our color for the marathon. It again is a stainless steel 2-wall cup. You know, you have, I debated putting finisher on it, but I didn't want to jinx people because you're going to get these at packet pickup or when you pick up your bib. So just in case things go awry, I didn't put the finisher on it. And the other thing that I find that I really like about these and all of them is the skyline that we put on it. The skyline and detail of Buffalo is incredible. So again, the art images are sensational. I just have to see them on the product to make sure that the art holds up to the end product. I don't want to give anybody anything they don't want. And then the relay, again, the people doing heart-to-heart relay, they're going to get the same thing in heart-to-heart colors. So we stay true to our brand. We keep everything consistent, and we're really thrilled with these.
All right, Greg. So you've just shown us, or we've shown 4 different beautiful designs, but you have a dark horse competitor. There's another company vying for your love and affection. So I'm going to show that alternative as well.
Yeah, we have another one that's come up. This is really a version 1 design. Again, this is a stainless steel tumbler. This one needs a little bit of tweaking, but the idea is, again, this is another one where the tumbler double wall construction is produced offshore, but it's printed. That one happens to be 3D print, or not 3D printed, 360-degree printed in California. They're vying. That actually, you know, truth be told, that one is from our current sponsor that made the jackets, and they've been working very hard to stay in the game. You know, Tervis came out kind of out of left field, you know, because of the supply chain problem, and they're working hard to get in. So at the end of the day, the giveaway is going to be a tumbler, and it will either be from AdPro or Tervis. And at the end of the day, the decision will ultimately be mine because I will have the product. But I have to get both products in my hands and make sure that they feel quality and that I'm comfortable. I know Tervis is a quality product. I know AdPro produces quality product. But I have to see our designs that are in this artwork and make sure that it looks as good as it does on the screen. If it does, I know everybody's going to go away happy once they get it.
Yeah, I agree. It sounds like everybody is excited and gets it. Now, Amy Lankowski keeps asking to show the medals. Amy, this show is going to live forever on the Buffalo Marathon Facebook
Yay!
If you're watching it, so you can always go back and just rewatch it and hit fast forward until you get to the medals. Now, I have a little surprise for you, Greg Weber. Are you ready?
It's not my birthday yet.
No, but you know, I'm into the video production and making these shows.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared.
No, it's very exciting. It's about 30 seconds of our life here, but just a little rehashing of all the fun we had last year. It's called Race Face because I like people's race faces. So here we go. Surprise!
That was awesome. I mean, that was a good week. It was a good weekend. It was a long time coming for a lot of people. What was it? 14 months. We were the first race back in New York State, and
That's right.
we were. You know, I often say, unfortunately, my mom and my dad both passed away more than 10 years ago, and I say my mom is always watching out for me, and she got us through the beginning of COVID and got us early. Rich was watching early, and we were aware long before he was watching early in January, and then we canceled. And when we got the race off, it was like we were in the eye of the storm. And when we came out of the race, then Delta hit, and then Omicron hit. And so I feel very blessed by the people I work with, and I know my mom's watching out for me. So it's a good time.
I bet she is very proud of you. I have absolutely no doubt. I bet you're such a cute son, weren't you? You probably gave her great hugs and kisses, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was the oops baby. I was the
Oops.
product of a cup. I was the product of a couple glasses of wine and a whiskey sour. So
You want to hear horrible? My mom told me, of course, when I was a grown up, she goes, I know why you're my happy baby, because you were conceived at Disney World. And then I just thought, yuck, because my siblings were in the room. Yuck.
maybe it was on a ride.
Well, that's her joke. She goes, it's on the people mover. And I'm like, Mom, she goes, well, people were moving. So
Good
horrible,
Lord.
horrible. I know. All right. Tap Repra. She said she was honored to serve as a volunteer last year. It was a wonderful day.
Can't do it without volunteers. We need as many as we can get. If you can't run and you want to be part of the race, come out and volunteer.
That's right. And as you point out, if you can't run and you can walk the whole entire way. We even have a racing chair division. And so don't we have racing chairs? We do. Oh no, we had the guy pushing the racing chariots. That's right. We have racing chariots. Thank you.
Our course as much as we would like to have hand cycles and push rims, because of some crossovers in our course, we just can't do it. It's just not safe with the speed at which they go. And, as we change the course around, it's definitely on our list. We understand, we want them, but right now our first priority is the safety of the athlete. So, and all athletes, it doesn't matter whom.
Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking of Larry, the marathoner.
Yeah, Larry, maybe he'll be back this year. So yeah, that was a great experience last year when he came out. He suffered. So I know he's still in town, still doing stuff. So
that's great. Okay, so we want everyone to come, and registration is still open. Folks, this is one of those events where the more truly is, the merrier. So tell your friends, come register for Buffalo. If they can't run, if they don't want to run, fine. They can walk. They can walk almost every distance as long as you walk pretty quickly for the full. But definitely for the 5K and the half marathon, there's no running required. Just come out and have a wonderful time with your friends. And we even have a relay if you'd like to be a part of the full marathon, the Kaleida Health Relay. What are the distances?
The relay is a 2, 3, or 4 person race. The mug looks like for 4 people, it's 10K or 6.2 miles 3 times, and then the last person has to do 12.2 to get to 26.6. Kaleida Health has been a huge sponsor of ours. They're so good to the community, and all of the money that is raised through the Kaleida Health Relay, and we actually created 2 new divisions for Heart to Heart in both the half and the full, go to Gates Vascular and Buffalo General. I was just told today that we are in a unique situation because, we've seen some articles where not all the money in town recently, not all the money necessarily goes to the charity where people think it's going when they donate. I can tell you 100% of the money donated to Heart goes to the intended purpose at Kaleida. It doesn't go to admin. It goes to the intended purpose. And right now, I asked the foundation what their target was, and they told me they're these hemodynamic monitors. They're upgrading all their hemodynamic monitors in the hospital, in the ICU. There's like 20 or 21 of them. They cost about $17,000 a piece. So basically, for me, it's achievable, right? People come out and they do it, and we can say, hey, last year or during COVID, we raised $212,000. So this year, if we can raise $350,000, we will replace every monitor in the ICU at Buffalo General. It's not money. Research is great. We need it, but this is one where we can say, yes, here's $1. We bought all of that equipment, and it's in the hospital for everybody who needs it. It's for the best in cardiac care in Western New York. As people, whether they realize it or not, I've become very educated in this as I've gone along. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the United States. 655,000 people die every year from heart disease, more than cancer, more than car crashes. COVID, yeah, but it happens year in, year out, every year. There's no vaccine. So what we can do is exercise. And I had the distinct pleasure of being told 2 years ago, I have the startings of heart disease. So I'm an old white male. And they said, it's just kind of the way it goes. So as we age, you know, God forbid you need it and it's not there, we are supporting it. And, you know, we are going to make a difference at GVI and Buff General for Gates. So anybody who wants to come out and run, the races, marathon right now is $125 to register. Register for heart to heart, $25. Raise $500. That's all you have to do. Just that easy. Rich and I both did it last year. We ran the half. Same thing with the half. Register for $25, just like the ride for Roswell. Raise $500. You're in, you earn your bib. We have the tools available. It's pretty easy. And the relay is $100 for the team. Team has to raise $1,000. So we'd like to see 100 teams. UBMD is working to get all of their practices racing against one another this year. So it should be fun. It's a good cause.
I'm running through the medals while you're talking. Giving everyone another sneak peek. And these are officially what the medals will look like. This is not.
They are officially what the medals will look like. And the tumblers are 90% official, right?
That's right.
It's just the final decision will come down. The tumbler will be given away. It's just what is going to be the final. Who's going to be the final manufacturer and but I wanted to get the word out, right? I wanted people to, at 100 days, they should know what they're getting, right? So, sure. And at this point we can say, you will get this when you show up. It will be there. Pallets of them. So,
you know, what's interesting is, you know, clearly the main part of the race is the race, right? The race is the biggest component.
There's a race?
There's a race, but there's all these other important things. I was in, so I announced the Savannah women's half and the Savannah bridge run, and the women's half is known for providing bags. They do duffels and backpacks and stuff. Every year there's some different sort of bag. And one year they switched. They had the audacity to try something else. They went to bracelets. And there was a woman who was like, I came from Michigan just for the bag, only for the bag. And I thought, really? That's why you came all the way across the country for the bag? But, you know, the swag's important. People love it. They get excited about it. I think you've come up with a fantastic alternative that everyone's going to understand and appreciate. And then if they want to buy a shirt and there's something in your gear shop that they like, they can get their shirt too. It'll be a win-win.
Yeah, and we have an online store right now selling shirts with some pretty cool designs that they can go to. So, I mean, everybody can get what they need and what they want. And I mean, I saw a couple comments. It's another race shirt in the drawer. And I mean, how many do you need? And, you know, the jackets are great, but, you know, this is something a little bit different, you know, and I don't know. I mean, I can't necessarily take credit because St. Pete's doing it. Yeah. So I think we upped them a little. They were giving away water bottles for the 5K. We're giving away tumblers. So hey, I don't know. I don't know if they'll hear that, but
hey, the reality is the folks from St. Pete are likely coming up to Buffalo to check out all the cool stuff you do. I told my race director, I was like, listen, Buffalo is awesome. Come on up and, you know, exchange ideas. Why not? Why not? You're both.
Yeah, I had a great conversation with him, and he was the one who introduced me to the people at Tervis. And if, you know, I can say that, you know, Tervis has worked really hard, but equally hard is a local company, AdPro, and they're working. Anybody who knows me knows that my vendors start at the finish line. You know, I try to support everybody in town, and I go out as we go out. I always try to use somebody local if possible. So, I mean, AdPro is in the game. Jesse is probably watching tonight. He's still in the game. So we'll see where the chips fall in the next week or so. I mean, the product should be in my hands. I should have them all by Running USA. I should have them all by Running USA. You can help me decide, Fitz.
I'll help you. I'm I'm so helpful, Greg. I have all these great
I
ideas.
know.
Buffalo headbands. First of all, everyone needs to campaign. That's at Buffalo Marathon on Facebook. You can send me notes on fitness telling me how good my ideas are, and I will forward them on to Greg. Yeah, I'll help. I'll help. Also, Brian wants to know, will there be Gooders sold this year? Do you have Buffalo Marathon Gooders?
Joe at USA Racing may have some Gooders left. I mean, Gooder came on the scene, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago, and came on strong, and then they kind of fizzled a little. We didn't get there wasn't a lot of traction on it. We tried. So I haven't produced any more Gooders, and I don't know what Joe has left in inventory, if anything, but I would check our store and USA Racing and see if he has any.
And then do you have the I'm training for the Buffalo Marathon shirts in your gear shop right now?
Actually, what we have there, I think Joe may have one. What we have is a better option. I don't know if I sent it. Did I send it to you? If you sign up for Heart to Heart, the Heart to Heart training program, you will get a free in-training shirt, a long sleeve in-training shirt for Heart to Heart. So anybody who pays, we are really trying to drive the community base. So if you sign up for Heart to Heart for $25 or $100 for a team, you will get pretty much a $25 t-shirt right off the bat that we will ship to you for free.
So let me ask you this. Say you really want to run the full marathon, but you also want the shirt. Can you just join $25 to be part of the Kaleida deal and then still just run the marathon, not the relay?
Yeah, you can pay $25 to run the full marathon or $25 to run the half. And if you have, we set them up. I have, let me see, do I have it? Tumbler opportunity. Do you have, I think, let's try something. I have a thing on your studio that says I can share my screen. Are you brave enough to do that?
Oh, sure. Let's give it a go.
Share screen. Screen sharing. Share screen. Can you see?
I can't see anything yet.
Share.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yep, there it is.
Nice. So can you see that?
Yeah, training hard with heart.
So that is that you will get for free. That shirt is a very soft long sleeve shirt. It's a lot of quality. Like I said, the value on that is $25 or $30. Shipping is included. You don't have to pay anything. You sign up for Heart to Heart. We're sending them out at the start. I put the order in at the start of every month, and then Joe gets them out. And I've already sent out, I don't know, 60 or 70 of these. So if you want a training shirt for free, you want to help the community, you want to run the race, it's a win-win-win-win all the way around.
I like it. Very nice. And then Paulo De Melo wants to know the link to buy the shirts. I think we're looking right down here. Point down. Point below you, Greg. Like that. Do that.
I stopped sharing. You're in control.
No, use your fingers and point down. Just like this. Do me. Right there, buffalomarathon.org. Thank you very much.
There you go. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
Fitz, that was so much fun. Let's do that one more time. Hold on. Because you shame me. Here, let's see. I'm going to share my screen again.
Great.
And let's see. I'm going to share this. And I'm going to share this. And here is the kids' medal.
Oh, ooh, okay, good. Nice. Look at that. Can you zoom in, Greg? That's really cute. Oh.
So it's got the little safety clip. And another thing that I have on tap right now, I'm considering ordering enough of these to give one to every child in Children's Hospital on race weekend.
Sweet.
Because since they're the sponsor, so we've been talking about. We got one more. Here. Let me see. We got metal. Yeah, I know we're live. That's okay. This is the Ruffalo Stampede medal that all the dogs get.
Dogs are gonna love it. They're gonna be so proud.
So they're all good. I'll stop sharing so nothing bad comes up. So there you go. It's all yours.
Yeah. Hey, listen, this has been a lot of fun, and you work very hard for us to make it a special event, and as per usual, you're coming up with awesome things. I cannot wait to see our headbands. We could do a whole show dedicated to buffalo headbands. Everyone's gonna love it so much.
I want to know with all your other race directors, are you adding the swag at the other races, or is it only buffalo?
Would it be like me to not be a pain in the ass? Yeah, no, I harass. I think I harass you a little extra special. But I'm very passionate about these headbands, as you know. So
I do know you are very passionate about the headbands.
yeah, well, think about it this way. Like at the Savannah women's half, we don't have a mascot, right? At Route 66, we don't have a mascot. You've got this mascot. We are the Buffaloes when we show up at Marathon. I take great pride in being the grand poobah, and I think it would be awesome if Shannon's saying, she's throwing down, I want a headband.
So, I mean, is this like because I'm going to go back. I mean, I have a vision, you have a vision. Shannon probably has a vision. Is this a sweatband, or is this horns?
No, it's like no, it's a headband. It's a circular thing or a half circle over your head. It sits behind your ears, and then it's just got the little hook'em horns up here. These little buffalo horns. I'll help you. Trust me.
You're going to help me.
Oh, and then
what will it be like after the race? What kind of snacks? Ruth, that's a great question. We were talking about that last night. The plan is, okay, Ruth. So everybody wants a headband. So we were talking about that last night. We will do our post-race party. We may do grab and go boxes like we did last year at the finish line. They were pretty well received. Tops did an incredible job. Pizza might be tough, Michael, because the pizza place where we get our pizza locally is not doing it anymore. So we're in the throes right now of trying to figure out what that party looks like. But anybody who has been at one of our events knows it's a party, and we got a lot of things we're exploring, and we're going to make it memorable. That I promise. It will be memorable, and it'll be memorable good, not memorable bad.
That's right. Memorable, lots of fun. Everyone in headbands. Beach balls, party time, happy noise, running. One last question. Are you ready? Will there be headbands? These are my people, by the way.
I think I got set up, right?
We're all plotting against you. Everyone, I love you so much. Extra loud, noisy shout outs for each of you who has been supporting the headband.
Just to put this in perspective, so I have to go out and find headbands, right? And everybody knows if we do headbands, we're going to have to do them in all intents and purposes for free, right? And then if they want to make a donation on our website, they can make a donation. So just to put it, I mean, because people don't really think about what's involved in these races. We have 8,000 people. We have 8,000 people. If I buy 50%, that's $8,000. So there's going to be headbands, and everybody better be wearing them.
Yeah.
And they better not end up in the street.
What if the Buffalo Bills sponsor the headbands?
That is a great idea. And AdPro and the Buffalo Bills go hand in hand for the mug.
I have so many valuable.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things at play right now. So I would love the Buffalo Bills to sponsor the headbands. Get Josh Allen out there with the headbands, and
Okay, so listen, I will come with you when you go into the Buffalo Bill building headquarters, and I will say words that convince them, and I will bring all these people with me, and we will demand they sponsor headbands.
We will demand. Okay. Well, we're going to have a good time. You know, it's nice to be planning a race. It's nice to be planning a normal weekend. Rich and I probably planned, well, Rich more so than me, 5 or 6 different types of events during COVID as things were changing and the squares were moving and the sand was shifting. And right now we are full on, like, we are going to party like it's 2019. So,
yes, we are. All right, Mr. Greg, I'm going to kick you off the show because you probably need to go to bed, and all these people do. But I think this has been very, very productive.
I think it's been wonderful. It was good seeing you. I'll see you in I'll see you in about 10 days down at Orlando for the Running USA concert. And hopefully we'll show all the other race directors that they should be giving away tumblers, because that way they'll be at their finish line.
And
because we know the other races follow Buffalo.
They do, clearly, as they should. As they should. You know what? Lead the charge.
As they should.
Yeah, we should lead the charge in fun. So everybody, thank you for all your comments, all your questions.
Yes,
as Shannon said, it's Buffalo love, right? We always have a big love fest when we get together in person and online. I think we will be doing more shows, maybe talking about training, nutrition, and other stuff.
Yes, we will. Correct? For sure. For sure. Now that we're on a roll, we're definitely going to do this at least once, if not twice a month.
I love it. And folks, don't forget to tell your friends. We rely on you to spread the words, bring friends in from out of town, let them stay at your place. It'll be worth it. We'll have a great time. The more, the merrier.
And always, when you're, I would be amiss if I didn't say, support our local sponsors. We have Dick's coupons up on our website, on the children's page. They sponsor that. But when you're out running, regardless of the race, thank the volunteers, thank the police. I mean, they're the ones who make it all possible. I mean, it's so important to show some appreciation for those people out there, doing it for you. We couldn't do it without them.
That's right. All right, Greg, we have to say goodbye. Don't forget to follow me.
Darn. We could talk all night.
Buffalo Marathon. We could. We'll talk.
I have my Tervis sample tumbler. I'm going to go fill it back up.
Non-alcoholic beverage, Greg. We need you to dance so I can turn it off. That's how we do. We all
I'm supporting one of our sponsors.
Tito's.
You want to guess which one?
It's not Nesquik or something like that, right?
It's not Milkbone.
It's Tito's. It's Tito's.
Somebody's got to support Tito's.
Someone's got to support him. You're such a good guy. All right. I love you. I love everybody. See you soon. See you in Buffalo.
Peace out.